Hello everyone and welcome to the review. Tonight is Seattle Seahawks Collaboration with Lisa from Diamond and Stitches. Stay tuned. Hey everyone, and a big welcome. Thank you for joining me today on this collaboration with Lisa, Diamond and Stitches, and our Seattle Seahawks won this weekend. Yay! Anyway, that was better than last week. Unfortunately, I didn't get to watch the game because it wasn't showing on any of the networks here in Winnipeg. So the only way I knew what was going on was listening to that on my cell phone, which is not always the same, but you know what? A win is a win, and I'll take that. And I knew my boys would bounce back, so I'm happy for them. Anyway, again, this is a Seattle Seahawks collaboration with Lisa from Diamond and Stitches. I will have Lisa's channel linked down below in the description. Please do check her out and see what kind of answers she's going to give with these next 25 would you rather questions. So last week was hilarious. I think I laughed the entire time I watched Lisa giving her answers. In fact, the only thing, Lisa, that you didn't bring up was the green smoke traveling with you with the silent but deadlies. Sorry, I had to bring that up. Oh my God. My stomach muscles hurt so hard from laughing so much. It took days for me to be able to laugh again. If you haven't had a chance to check out Lisa's last week's answers to her questions from the first 25 would you rather questions, I highly recommend that you take a look at that because oh my God, it was hilarious. And again, just kept me laughing from the minute it started until the minute it ended. So anyway, this week we're going to finish up those 50 questions. We're going to be doing the last 25 questions to Would You Rather and work on our Seahawks collaboration pieces. So again, mine is a 40 by 70 custom that I got from Evermoment. And I'm going to show you how far I've gotten so far. Now, the majority of my painting is a lot of color blocking. However, the middle part is confetti heavy. So I'm trying to avoid the middle part right now and work more in the color blocking because I can get through that a little bit faster. I'm going to pause the camera so I can set it up so that you can actually see how far I've gotten and how beautiful this painting is turning out. Stay tuned. So we're back and here is this beautiful painting and the colors are amazing in this. I mean, a lot more vibrant and bright than the actual picture that I sent to Evermoment. So I'm extremely pleased on the way this is turning out. However, as I said before, I will always be completely honest and forthcoming with all of the projects and paintings and products that I show you. And the only one complaint that I have with this painting is I seem to have been receiving a lot of paintings lately with nubs and issues. This painting has some colors that have little nubs in them, so they're not completely neighboring up to their neighbors, and it's kind of frustrating. I have been plucking out the ones that don't want to get flush next to each other. It's almost like it's a battle between who's going to get what space, but I have been exchanging them, so hopefully I won't have to lose out on too many drills doing that. But as you can see, it looks really good. I do love the colors and everything that has or that has been going on this painting. I'm just going to turn off my light pad for a second here just so that you can actually see. There it goes. Without the light underneath it, and the shine on these drills are just amazing. But as I said, I'm having a lot of issues, and it's not just one specific color. Like I say this all the time, 310, if you're going to have any problems, it's usually in the 310s. But with this painting, I'm finding it's not just the 310s. There are a few others that have the same problem. So hopefully I can get through this without having to take too many out. And I mean, again, I love the shine and how the drills just glimmer and sparkle through there, but I'm just hoping I don't have a lot more nubs in some of these drills. Another thing that I'm worried about is I'm getting really close to having very little drills in certain colors, and as you can see, I'm not even halfway through this painting yet, so I'm kind of like almost at my edge of my chair going, oh my god, am I going to run out of colors? We'll see. Evermoment is usually really good about making sure they give you extra drills, so you know, we'll see about that. Also too, there are a few drills, and I'm just going to bring up my table a little bit closer to the camera so you may see this. But there are a couple of drills here that I find are a little out of place. So I'm just going to lift this up, move that out of the way, so that you can see what I'm talking about. And then let me know down in the comments below what you think. Oops. Pick this up. But you can see there are some drills like right here that I find those shouldn't be there. Like there's a couple of them here, or right here, and then there's two of them right in here. And honestly, I think those should be lighter colors and not be that blue. It just looks odd to me. So let me know down below in the comments if you agree with that, if you think I should change those colors. Because as I look at it from above, you can see them. I mean, they're right here and right in here, and I just find that a little weird, but that could be just their programming as well. So again, I'm going to set this up, get myself ready. I will be right back, and we'll get started on those last 25 would you rather questions. Okay, so let's jump into those questions. So the first question would be 26. Would you rather be stranded in the jungle or in the desert? Well, neither one of them sound too promising to me, but if I were to have to rationalize this, I would say I would rather take my chances in the jungle, only because there's water and food source. Now, the only other bad thing about being in the jungle is you're at the bottom of the food chain, and you'd also have to survive all the bugs. And I'm not big on bugs. So, now if we look at the desert is dry, it's hot, there's probably not a lot of food, and water is going to be an issue. So, I think I'll stick with taking my chances in the jungle. I don't know. Like I said, I don't think either one of them are a good choice, but yeah, I think the jungle is probably the best choice. Oops. Get this guy straightened out here. Here we go. Okay, so question 27. Would you rather marry the hottest person alive or marry the smartest person alive? I would have to say I would marry the smartest person alive, only because I really love to sit down and have a deep conversation, and when, yeah, if you, not to say that the hottest person alive wouldn't be interesting enough to sit down and talk to, I would still like to be able to have a meaningful conversation with someone that, you know, had a lot of smarts. I don't know if that makes sense, but I'm sticking to that answer. Okay, next question. Oops. 28. Would you rather have to wear sweatpants for the rest of your life or never be able to wear sweatpants again? Ooh. That's not very tough for me. I would rather live in my sweatpants if I could. I would wear my sweatpants at work if I could get away with it. I just find that when you're comfortable, you can get a lot more done, and everything seems to be less stressful and less stuffy, if that makes any sense. So I'm going to say yes, I would rather wear my sweatpants for the rest of my life. Okay, so 29. Would you rather invent a new gadget or discover a new species? You know, that's really a difficult question because I've always been interested in discovering new species. That would be kind of fun. But then again, that new species could be hostile. And no, I don't want to be a part of that. So I'm going to say I would rather invent a new gadget. Yeah, I think that would be the safest one to go with. Okay, so let's go with question 30. Would you rather always have a song stuck in your head? No. Or would you okay, wait a minute. I gotta back up on this. Would you rather have a song stuck in your head or always have an itch that you can't reach? Ooh, wow, that's tough. Frankly, I think both of them would put me in the straitjacket and in a funny form, but I think I would have to say I could live with having a song stuck in my head versus having an itch I can't reach. That would drive me completely bonkers. So, yeah, I think I'd have to be stuck with the song. Ugh. Both of them didn't sound too appealing, but let's see. 31. Would you rather meet your favorite fictional character or your favorite musician? I would say I would rather meet my favorite musician. I love music, and I enjoy a variety of different kinds of music, so that would be kind of tough too, because then I'd have to say, okay, which musician would I want to meet? And honestly, I could pretty much answer that too, but yeah, definitely would want to meet my favorite musician. So, question 32. Would you rather have to always watch your favorite TV show live and sit through all the commercials, or DVR it but never know the ending because it stopped recording too soon? That would be a nightmare. Then I would have to say I would rather watch it live and sit through the commercials, as much as I can't stand to watch a show and have to watch commercials, because commercials seem to always, within like 5 minutes of the show that you're watching and all of a sudden you get a commercial interruption. But I don't think I could watch a movie and not know how it ends. I would have a hard time with that. So yeah, I would say I would watch it live at that point. This thing is wobbly. It doesn't want to... It wasn't like that before. I wonder why it's doing that now. Okay. Okay, so let's go with the next one. Would you rather always know what time it is or always have exact change? Well, let's see. I'm funny about time. So I'm always early, and I can't stand to... How do I put this? I'm the type of person that I panic. Let's just put it that way. I panic if I'm running late. So if I didn't know the time, I would have severe anxiety attacks. So I would say I need to know the time. Exact change is not important to me. That's what a ATM card is for. That way you don't have to worry about exact change. So I would say I need to know the time. Okay, so next question. Would you rather be an unknown superhero or a famous villain? Well, if I'm going to be honest, I would rather be the unknown superhero. However, it's like the villains always have all the fun. I don't know if anyone of you have noticed that, but when you watch those movies and you're like, the villain always has fun and the superhero seems to always be like struggling, and I don't know. But I have to say, if I had to choose between the two, I would rather be the unknown superhero. Only because I like helping people, and you know, I'm not looking for someone to say, oh, well, so-and-so did this for me, or so-and-so did that for me, and no, I would rather be in the shadows, but helping somebody. Oops. This wax, I'm telling you. I don't know, this wax I'm using is just pathetic. It just does not grip very well or for very long either. I just filled this up. So let's just get these in. Okay, so let's go to the next question. Would you rather eat as much chocolate as you want, oh yes, and forever, without any negative side effects, yes, or receive $1 million? Wow. That's tough. I love chocolate. I don't eat much of it because of the calories that are in them, but I do love chocolate. Now, let's rationalize this just a little bit. If you got $1,000, you can buy a lot of chocolate with that. However, you would also have to give up the negative side effects, meaning you would gain weight. So I would have to say I would still take the money over the chocolate. I can think of a lot of things I could do with that money. And, you know, if I buy a couple of chocolate bars, well, then I buy a couple of chocolate bars on the way. Okay, so let's get this one in, and then we'll go to the next one. Would you rather always have mismatched shoes or always have mismatched earrings? Well, given the fact that people notice shoes, I would say I would rather have the mismatched earrings, only because two things. One, my hair is long and no one will see it. And two, I don't wear earrings. I'm allergic to certain metals, and I find that if I wear earrings, it just causes my ears to burn and itch. So, yeah, I'll just, you know what, forget the earrings. I would rather have matched shoes. Number 38. Would you rather be able to see your own future, or would you rather see everyone else's future but your own? Okay. This is how I see it. I would rather see other people's future. And the only reason I say that is because, again, I'm the type of person that will do anything and everything to help somebody. I don't want to know my future. There are things that I just don't want to know. And if I could see somebody else's future and help them, I would prefer to do that than see my own future. And I don't know if I'm making any sense by saying that, but that's just the way I feel. If I could help somebody else, I would prefer to do that. So let's go to the next one. 39. Would you rather only drink water or never eat cookies again? Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. I have to have my cookies. If that means I have to drink a lot of water, which I do anyway, to have, you know, just a few cookies once in a while, I'll take that. I have no problems drinking water. Okay, so what's the next question? Question 40. Would you rather never remember someone's face or never remember someone's name? Well, given the fact that I'm not good with names to begin with, I think I'll stick with that one. I would rather be able to remember someone's face but have to ask them a few times, you know, what their name is, versus having someone walk up to me that I have met at least 6 or 7 times and have this blank look on my face like, you know, who the heck are you? That would be a little bit more embarrassing, I think, than having to ask repeatedly their name. So I'm going to stick with that. Would you rather be a brilliant scientist or a world famous painter? And I would have to say with that one, I would rather be a world famous painter. I love painting. I'm not good at it. In actuality, I suck at it. But I would rather be a world famous painter. Only because I just love to be able to create something, and something that's unique. Now, not to say that scientists or science in general isn't something worthy of that, but I guess that's just my creative side of me. I would rather just do the painting and be able to be able to show my creative side versus trying to outsmart science. Question 31, and I missed 35, so we're going to go to question 31 or 41 now. Would you rather sleepwalk every night or sleep talk every night? I would say I would rather sleepwalk every night. And the reason why I say that is because when you're sleep talking, you could be talking about just about anything. And there are things that you may not want to, you know, let your significant other know about. So I would rather take my chances with sleepwalking, thank you. Yeah, I think we'll just leave it at that. Yeah, okay, and hopefully my husband's not watching this. Okay, which one are we? Here we go. Would you rather have your thumbs replaced with your big toes, ooh, or have your pink fingers replaced with your pinky toes? Oh my God. Ew, that's gross. Anything that has to do with feet, just ugh, yuck. Geez, if I had to pick, I would say my pinks. I mean, at least they're not going to be like, you know, as noticeable as like your toenail or your toes. Your big toe. Oof, that just, ugh. I don't even know how to answer that, to be honest with you. I would say neither. I would rather go thumb and pinky less than have a toe replace it. So, yeah. That's what I'm going to say. 43. Would you rather have lots of energy or have lots of money? Wow. Okay, who came up with these questions? I would say I would rather have, I would rather have the money. I mean, I'd like to have the energy too, but I would rather have the money. And yeah, I'm just going to leave it at that. I would rather just have the money. I'm getting to the point where energy just, you know, I'm already lacking in that department right now, so yeah, we'll just stick with money. Okay, question 44. Would you rather always have really slow internet or always have a really bad phone signal? I would have to say I would rather have really bad phone signal. Only because if we're talking about cell phones, I only use my cell phone for emergencies when it comes to calls. So I don't use it to call very often. So I would rather have the faster internet, because I do use the internet on my phone a lot. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to stick with. Okay. So, let's go with the next one. Number 45. Would you rather always say what you're thinking or never say anything again? Well, that's pretty simple, considering my coworkers would tell you basically they would hope that I would keep my mouth shut. But I would rather say what I'm thinking, only because that way whoever you're speaking to knows where they stand. Now, I can be very blunt, and I've also been told I can be very abrasive. Now, not that I mean to be, and not that I'm trying to be nasty, but that is just the way my personality is. And a lot of times I can be misunderstood, so I'm very careful about, again, how I say things to people and how I approach things. I can be very sarcastic, and I have to remind myself that sometimes people just don't get that sarcasm, so I'm really careful about that. But I'm also the type of person that I'm going to tell you how I think or how I feel, especially if you're asking for my opinion. If you're going to ask for my opinion, I have no problems telling you my opinion, but It drives me insane when someone will ask you for your opinion and they don't listen. Now, I'm not saying that they necessarily have to take everything I say or anyone else says to heart, or that they have to follow what we're telling them. And take it in consideration, because a lot of times when people are giving you advice, they're giving you advice out of pure experience, and it's always best to listen and be able to understand where they're coming from. So I would say in that aspect, I would definitely say I would always say what I'm thinking. So next question. Would you rather have a lifetime subscription to Netflix or an unlimited gift card to Starbucks? Oh, hands down, that would be Starbucks. I love this time of the year because of Starbucks. Their specialty coffees are, this time of the year, just amazing. Like, I love their pumpkin spice lattes. And around the U.S. Thanksgiving and Christmas time is the peppermint and the gingerbread lattes. And oh my God, are they like to die for. Oh, just, I look forward to those every year when they bring them out. So now my waist and my hips also look forward to it too, because of all the calories that are in them. But I do really love Starbucks, so I would take the unlimited gift card. So the next question, question 47, would you rather receive $5,000 every week for the rest of your life, or you and your best friend receive $1,000 for the rest of your life? I would say that I would rather take the $1,000 for myself and $1,000 for my best friend. Again, I'm always wanting to help people, and if I had my best friend come up to me and say, you know what, hey, I'm really struggling and I really need your help, hands down, I wouldn't even think about it. I would definitely help them out in any way I could, financially, or just a shoulder to cry on, or even just to help them do things around the house, whatever it is. I would do anything in my power that I could within my means to help them. And that to me is the most important thing. So next question is number 48. Would you rather know every language or know how to talk to animals? Now, for me, that's an easy question because I'm an animal lover. I love animals. So if I could talk to animals, I would be just extremely happy. And the reason why I say that is there are times when I know something's not right with my dogs. I call it intuition, what have you, but you know that there's something just not right. And it would be really nice to be able to sit down and say, okay, what's wrong? Are you sick? Or is there something, that disturbs you? What is it? I mean, it would be so nice to be able to know that stuff. And, maybe someday down the road, of course not during my lifetime, but someday down the road, they will have scientists that can figure that one out. At least to be able to communicate with your animals. Okay, so next question. Question 49. Would you rather only have a GPS with weak signal or have to use only maps? Honestly, I have a GPS. I don't use it. I think it's a pain. The reason why I say that is because I have used it on several occasions, and it is telling me to turn in places that I would definitely not turn my vehicle in. Like, there was one time I was going to a friend's house. We were having a meeting, and it kept telling me to turn right, and if I had done that, I would have turned into someone's driveway, and it would have proceeded to tell me to go through their house and into their backyard. And I'm like, no. You know, and this was a fairly new GPS. It wasn't like old, but apparently it was, the maps in the GPS were never updated. So yeah, I would definitely just, you know, I always have maps with me, and if I needed to look something up, definitely would go to my maps. I would not trust my GPS. And my husband seems to have this infatuation about changing the GPS's voice. So half the time I'm like, oh my god, it's that annoying woman again. So no, I'll just take the maps. Excuse me. Which leaves us to question 50. Would you rather get the hiccups every time you laugh or sneeze every time you cough? Wow, that's a good one. Well, given the fact that I get hiccups when I laugh, I think I will take the hiccups over the coughing and sneezing, because my sneezing can be very loud. So I'm thinking I'm going to do that versus the sneezing and coughing. So thank you everyone for joining me tonight, and I do ask that you go over to Lisa's channel, Diamond and Stitches, and watch her collaboration as well and see how she answers her questions. Last week was a hoot, and I loved every minute watching and listening to her answers. She is just hilarious. So we'll definitely have her channel linked below so that you can check her out. Also, I do apologize. I am kind of at the beginning stages of coming down with a cold, so I might sound a little sniffly, and also I might not sound as energetic or bubbly as I was last week. And it's just that I'm kind of not feeling 100%, but I'm hoping that this is something that will just go away and not turn into a full-blown cold. I'm keeping my fingers crossed. Anyway, I love to read your guys' comments. I love to answer your comments. So I would really appreciate it if you have any questions, or if there's any suggestions that you would like me to do as far as our whip and chats, or if you didn't like the video, let me know what I could do to improve. That way it helps me constantly improve my videos for the future. So by saying that, guys, I'm going to let you go, but thank you so much again for joining us tonight. Don't forget to check out Lisa and Diamond and Stitches, and you guys have a marvelous rest of your evening. So by saying that, my name's Janae, and thank you for joining me tonight on the review. We'll talk again real soon.